Now, ladies and gentlemen, the show you never knew you were waiting for. Brought to you live at one time from a basement located somewhere in the Midwest. Digital Barnyard presents The Digression.
I didn't want to go to this place in the first place. I was adamant about it because, A, I don't want to have to be sober cab because, you know, they said, well, I could be sober cab because hadn't been drinking. Well, yeah, I hadn't been drinking, but I was, you know, like some of those places you go into California where they got all the awesome incense burning, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you can go in there and you can buy remedies that are non-alcoholic.
Oh.
There. And
so alcohol's a remedy?
Yeah, it fixes some things.
Okay. All right,
it cures some ills, as it were. You know, but it's a cool place, you know.
Nice. His words tonight, ladies and gentlemen, were incense and place.
I feel like I cheated on that one. I feel like I phoned that one in.
That's okay. They were very easy words. Place is just, it's way too broad. It's way too easy to use.
But it is interesting to talk about that because you were talking about something like this before the show as far as incense.
Every once in a while you light incense in the room and you call it naff.
Yeah, it's neg.
Neg, there we go, not
champa.
naff. What
neg
is it?
champa is it's
Okay.
literally it's that head shop incense.
I thought that was just the smell of regular incense. Like there's a smell and odor called regular. But no, that's...
Well, I have seen sometimes where they'll do different flavors of nag, and I'm like, hey, it's like a white frosted cake donut. You know, leave that fucking shit. They don't need no fucking sprinkles.
Damn.
We don't need fucking sprinkles on anything, but just do whatever you want. Put on everything, but just leave the fucking white donuts alone. White frosted cake donuts. Had some warm ones today, man. They were still warm, fresh out of the fucking fryer and shit. Fucking, they were good.
Was the icing or whatever was the frosting warm?
Oh yeah, the whole thing was. It was a package deal.
It was a package deal of warmth. Yeah, we were talking about nag,
and
or was I regular incense, and it brings you to a place.
Yeah, just memory wise, you know, because with me it was, my friend next door. Well, he was my friend. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like probably 10 years old, and he was like the 18-year-old kid living next door. Randy, that was his name. He was pretty cool. But he had this little trailer in back that he had all these spooky shit hanging from, and that's where all his friends sat around, got high, and I'd fucking hang out with them and shit. And it was pretty cool. But they had always had nag burning, you know. So it was like that. That's.
And where was this? This is California.
That was
California.
When I lived on Obispo Street.
Obispo. Okay.
Obispo.
Gotcha. Man, mine would be Mankato College. Yeah.
Head shops.
Well, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was
neither confirm nor deny. The professors in Mankato was awesome back in the day.
I used to go to Ernie November's a lot. They didn't sell a lot of paraphernalia, but they sold a lot of music.
Were they only open in November?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was never really a big fan of the name, but it's not my business, so...
Literally, none of your business and not your business.
Got it into... It works.
Yeah.
What's... No, but... It takes me, head shops, just hanging out with friends, lots of real times.
Yeah.
You know, just real times when you just got a bunch of people sitting around laughing and bullshitting and talking about life and actually just hanging out and talking about shit that just doesn't matter.
Yep, exactly. And nobody had as much, I mean, there was responsibility, but not like adult responsibility. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't as much around when this smell was lofting through my life.
No, this was, for me... This was late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
When the big times with that stuff hit.
Oh, so I think the listening audience and myself learned something today. Nag.
Nag.
I called it naff again. I got to not do that.
No, you just called it nag?
Yeah. Just now I called it nag.
Yeah, but earlier you called it naff.
I called it naff.
As in naff. They make
naff.
shawarmas and gyros.
Ah.
Gyros.
Yeah, gyros.
Gyros.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is new? Well, Trump covers that.
All right. Trump's always new.
Trump is the news cycle. You know, without even talking about him and any of his nefarious shenanigans or dubious activities as of late, just as it's funny when you look at the news cycle, because they're so used to having fodder right now, and
They're actually going to have to do some work after this.
Trump's been it, right? So once Trump is gone, these guys are going to have to learn how to walk again.
Yep.
That's just just an observation.
Less ammo. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
it's
oh
whatever.
shit, man, he's gone. What are we going to do now? I don't know, Daryl. You're fucking assistant manager.
I thought we were journalists. No, we
Station.
were Trump journalists.
We're Trump journalists.
Everything's different now.
Yeah, but that's just I don't know. I find it interesting.
It will be a weird world when we're not following tweets from a president. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if wouldn't it be funny if you get to a point during the next presidency that they say, well, presidents can't use social media. We have an amendment. So,
Yeah, or we the people vote, please don't use social media.
yeah, please. We want you to talk to your people. We want it to all filter down the way, and so it sounds the way it's supposed to.
It's kind of weird how fast, I'll just speak for me, but it seems like people in general, how fast we're getting used to this craziness.
That is very frightening.
It's like the olfactory sense when you go into a bathroom. It just smells like just shitty, and all of a sudden you just, in a matter of less than a minute, your olfactory.
It takes anywhere from 30 seconds to 10 minutes, depending on the person.
Oh, okay, yeah. For me, it's fairly quick.
I know exactly what you mean though, because I've worked on goat farms and hog farms, and it's like, that's just some stuff you just can't unsmell.
I think it's like our tweet olfactory.
Yes,
we're used to the shit now where it's weird. Like I'm at the point where I don't care what he tweets anymore because I know he's going to be an idiot, and I know people are going to grab onto it, and I know there's just going to be a bunch of fucking vitriol and
all it is. It's just fuel.
Yeah, just
fuel going on the fire. But I don't know. It's just fascinating that right now he's the target. You have that. It's such a galvanized focus.
Yeah.
At the moment, to where it's like, okay, once that's gone, what are you going to fill that vacuum with?
Yeah.
It's just an observation. I was kind of thinking about that.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird with all the quiet shit going on. I mean, I'm going to welcome it because that's the kind of world I want. I don't want a bunch of fucking noisemakers. But
well, yeah, it'd be. I don't think we need to be kicking the door in as much as we are as a people right now, man. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it's counterproductive.
I would agree. Yeah.
I haven't looked at my stock, man, but my stock has been like a sloshy boat lately.
All that shit has been falling, huh? So we can kind of get into this. The tariff
not so much
shit.
Falling, but more so just a volatility.
I mean, Amazon's been the target of some of the attacks from him. And
that's just because he's got a boner for Bezos. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
You think he's jealous of the money that he has?
Well, no. The WAPO, as they call it on the internet, Washington
WAPO?
Post.
Oh, okay.
WAPO.
Oh, he owns that, huh? Bezos?
He owns that, and they haven't been too kind.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, they haven't been too vicious or mean, but they've just had some stories that have painted him in a not so pretty light.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he's got that as a target, but I guess Bezos has taken quite the kick to the nuts as of late, because I think Amazon lost like $40 billion in value,
which is insane,
as a result of this.
Which would, to him, that would feel like losing what, like $100 to us.
I don't know, because I don't know what his mass of.
He's the richest American now, I believe.
Yeah, but I think richest man in the world.
Yep.
But so I don't know what his total worth is. That being said, I don't know how hard it hits, but still, pardon me. I still think he'll bounce back. I mean, because it's Amazon, right?
I think he'll be okay. Just like Mark Zuckerberg.
No.
I think he'll be okay.
I think
we just lost our lights.
That's okay, because now I can do this.
Yeah. See, this is what happens when you start talking shit about Zuckerberg and Bezos. Your lights go out.
I own everything.
They're gone. Yeah, their companies will bounce back. Amazon, are you kidding me? They would have to break. Holy bright. No, I think we're good.
Oh, wow.
How do we look? I think we're okay.
I got bacon.
Yeah. Let's ask Todd the cat. I think that's too dark. Geez, John, can you stop with the polarization of this damn light room we have here?
I didn't do this.
You did do this.
Now I did that.
Okay.
And now.
Oh, we're washed out. Now, there we go. I think we're normal now.
So it's just a matter of what. Oh, I know what happened.
Because
the motion, I didn't turn the motion sensor around like I was going to, and I intended to, and my heart was in the right place.
Oh, your heart was in the right place. Okay.
Yes, my little legs are just moving.
Just not burning any calories, though.
No calories. No calories.
It's a worthless motion. Yeah, he'll bounce back. The company will bounce back. Facebook, on the other hand.
Ooh, they've taken a kick to the shorts, and now they're saying, I think the number has jumped from 50 million to 87 million.
Yeah, of
people.
course.
Yeah. So, and Zuckerberg's like, I didn't know they was using that for nefarious means.
Yeah.
Well, he's more like, I didn't know that they were using that for nefarious means.
I don't think he did the research on the companies he brought in. He's just money. Okay. I mean, even how he got the company Facebook, how he made it was there were nefarious means.
Dubious at best.
Dubious at best. Ooh. So, I mean, he's not exactly a trustworthy person. So.
No, yeah, because didn't he kind of fuck over the Winklemans?
He fucked over the Winklemans and like what used to be his really good friend.
That's right.
Now, this is according to the movie, and
this is according to what you hear. Yeah, I was going to say we're talking about derivative stuff, but either way, he doesn't seem like the nicest person in the world. That's what we're hearing. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what we think. Jury's out.
I mean, he could sell Facebook and walk away.
We're watching you.
I think he's obsessed with making more money.
How much? That's just it, though. How much money is enough? You know, you see some of these people who are like, I need more, I need more. It's like, dude, you've got billions. Yep. What the fuck are you going to do with more billions?
Yeah. What's the point at that? Other than having a higher number than the person next to you.
I mean, I could see Gates. Mm-hmm. Gates does it so he can like cut that in half and give it away.
Fuck, they give a ton away. Yeah. His wife, yeah.
And that's a good thing.
But they never give away
too much.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say they're not giving enough, but
it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to do anything to them.
And you know what? That's okay too.
Yep. At least you're doing something.
You're doing
with exactly.
Something. Yeah.
It's not a judgment thing. It's just like he's not hurting at all. That's what I'm saying. He's not. This is not straight altruism where you're giving away everything
we're not
you don't
saying it has
need.
to hurt. There should be a little sting, maybe a slap and a tickle or something. You know?
Yeah. There are people out there. I forget the guy's name. He's a true altruist, where he realized that for him to live his comfortable life, he needs $36,000 a year, and the rest he gives away. Everything he doesn't necessarily need to live the life he enjoys.
So what does he enjoy as the life goes?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it's subjective, right? What do you enjoy in life? What if it's hookers and blow?
No, I'm curious what he enjoys.
He travels around a lot and like gives speeches and shit, and all the proceeds go to whatever. Yeah,
you know, that's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
I can't really fault that.
No,
at all. You playing anything?
Playing anything?
Yeah,
like
game
Ding Dong.
With that,
no video games. I'm playing a lot of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds on PC.
PlayerUnknown. That's the dude in the tie and the helmet, right?
Yeah, it's where you drop into a map with 100 other people, and you have to be the last one to survive. And the map slowly closes in. There's like a blue ring of death that will slowly close in over time until there's only like 4 of you left or whatever, and you're in a very small area fighting each other.
Really?
That's how the game. Yeah,
how far have you gotten?
I've had a few. They call them chicken dinners. Winner, chicken dinner when you win. Not solo chicken dinners. I've had it with in squads and in duos with friends.
Okay, but they have one-on-one, or they have solo, right?
They have solo you can drop in. You can also drop in as a solo in a squad game. So you drop in with other people randomly in a squad, or you can drop in by yourself and fight against teams of 4 if you think you're good.
But do you have just a free-for-all where it's just...
Yeah, solos, and there's, it's 100 people. It's crazy. It's fun. It's buggy.
Is there all kinds of weapons everywhere?
Not as much as you'd like. Some games you just kind of drop into a populated area because you're all in the same plane together, and you decide when you drop out. So you decide when you drop out individually. That's a kind of cool thing about this. That's what this one brought in first, I believe. I don't think another game has done that. But so you're all on a plane together, and it's flying. Everybody you're going to attack or try and kill
is with you.
Yep, and the plane just kind of takes a random trajectory over the map, and you decide when you drop out. So you can see when a lot of people drop out, like, holy shit, they're all going to the factory or the school. And you can decide to try to get out of the plane, go to land to a remote area, try to loot peacefully, and then sneak around. Or you can decide to drop into an area with 40 other people and try to be the one to survive. And then...
But then you got to watch for that blue ring of fire.
Yep, the blue ring of death. But the other part that sucks is if you land in an area of populated people, you pick up, a box of bullets. Versus them, I've got a shotgun and an M4 aimed at your head. Who's going to win? So
run.
Yeah. It's fun. It's flawed, but it's fun.
A big blue ring of fire.
I would ask you what you play, but I already know. So how is Far Cry 5?
Well, wait. Hold on. Before we get to that. How much is this player unknown?
Oh.
Is it a $60 game or is it like a Steam game? Is it a PS4 game?
I don't know what its price is on Steam now. It's technically still...
What do you play it on?
I play it on PC. But it's out for Xbox as well.
You see a motherfucking Xbox around here, motherfucker?
No, you have a PS4, so I'm sorry, sir, but PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, you'd have to play on PC.
I have a PC.
Yeah, you do.
We're
on it right now.
We're on this PC is ours.
It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, cool, because that actually sounds pretty goddamn interesting. But you got it from Steam. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's a difficult game for me. But.
Yeah, well, that'd be, it's like Far Cry. Far Cry, you die. Yeah. You die all the fucking time. Be okay with, you got to have, you got to be at peace with everything around you because you're going to die a lot.
How is that going? Are you enjoying, you are a huge Far Cry 4 guy.
I'm a huge Far Cry franchise fan, aside from Primal. I haven't touched Primal, never played it, just because I just felt it was too, they didn't need to reach that far. That's why they had that other one that it was like Far Cry. I think it was after the first or the second one where you came back as like some mutant version of you. So, yeah, I like Far Cry 1. I like Far Cry 2, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, and Far Cry 5.
Did they make a Far Cry Blood Dragon or something like that?
Blood, it was like an
all
80s.
Retro futuristic and stuff, yeah.
But done in an 80s feel.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
Nothing but good things. I think I have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have that, as a matter of fact.
I don't think that's as open world style as...
No, I think that's more of what I call a rail game.
Yep.
Or here's your path.
Linear story driven.
I like rail game. Just, you're on rails. I want to get out. You're on rails. You just keep going.
Yeah.
But no, it's been very... They did a great job with this one. And, I'd have to say that Far Cry 3... 4 and 5, they've done a fantastic job with how they've delivered the game. The storyline, I wasn't such a big fan of the storyline in 4, because I thought the Malaysian boss guy, I thought he was kind of forgettable. There was really nothing.
What was the name of the guy in 3 again?
Voss.
Voss. There we go.
Voss Montague, I think was his name. Something along those lines. It was definitely Voss.
I hear everybody talk highly of him. Like, they love that boss. Yeah.
Well, I've told you the story of how he got the part, didn't I?
The actor?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So he was, he's a struggling actor, and he went for an audition for this game, and said, "Here's your lines," and so he did his reading, but he did it in the Hispanic accent, right? And then they're like, "Yeah, that sounded good. We like that, but we just want it straight. Just deliver it straight." So he delivered it straight again, went on his merry way. Well, he gets a call from something along the lines of one of his friends gets a hold of him and says, "Dude, man, Comic-Con, they're playing your shit. They're playing the Far Cry 3 demo." And Voss and he's doing the definition of insanity thing, I believe it was. And it's in the one they didn't want, the reading that they didn't want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
with the accent.
With the accent. And so the crowd went nuts. So then they wrote a bigger part for Voss and brought what's his name in to do this little bigger part. Well, some of the beta returns were like going crazy for Voss. They wanted more Voss. So they broadened his character, and he basically became the de facto bad guy. I mean, there's a bad guy above Voss, I think, but nobody remembers who he is. They remember Voss.
Interesting. So they brought in like focus groups type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they even did a Far Cry in real life. And sorry to wax on everything Far Cry, but it's a great game.
Oh, you talking the live action?
Yeah, the live
like
action
trailer or
no. This was a little 5-webisode series. I hate the word webisode because it just doesn't flow right, but they use it.
It's like foodie. That word sucks.
Yeah, but then they
like
put
that.
it together all one movie. So it's about a half hour long with Christopher Mintz-Plasse, better known as McLovin, and the dude. It's where this Christopher Mintz-Plasse is
Not the dude. Come on.
No,
now.
not the dude.
There's
no.
only one the dude.
There is. You're very spot on, but Mintz-Plasse plays this Bear Grylls type, and they're filming their show on this island, and they happen to run into Voss and his merry band of violent misfits, and the rest is history. It's really good. You should check it out. It's on YouTube. So that's me sharing.
Wow, that story fell away quickly.
Either way, I like the game.
Okay, it did. No, wait a minute. They did a live action trailer type of deal for this too, right? Or not trailer? Was this one
Yes,
also half hour?
they did a bit
for 5?
No, I saw the one I saw was about 5 minutes long, maybe 7 minutes long, but it was a baptism, and that was pretty good because it was. I like when they can bring the violence in, or bring that trepidation, that dread, that cocked feeling of violence, without bringing the blood. And maybe if there is some violence, it's subtle. It's almost like it's gentle. And that's what they do with the baptism.
It's almost the same principle of some of my favorite horror movies where they don't show the monster. They let your imagination color it for you.
But they do it in a way to where it doesn't look like they didn't have the budget to show you the monster.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
watched a UFO movie here recently, man.
Oh,
to where it was like, oh, what's that? That's the alien. He's dead. And it's like, we never see the alien. Maybe a foot. We saw the alien's foot. And it's like,
That's too bad.
That's where the budget ended. It was too bad because, you know what? If they would have tried to dig for a little bit more money, I think they would have had a better movie because the photography, I forget the name of the movie, but the photography was fantastic. I mean, just the cinematography, the movement of the camera, all that good shit. And it just set the mood right. But it was just now there's Bigfoot. And you just see a Wookiee outfit. I mean, I guarantee it's a fucking Wookiee outfit. But
They didn't even bother to hide the
Kmart.
zipper.
Well, no, they just put the little mystery pack strap that the Wookiee wore over it, probably.
Oh.
I always wondered what Chewbacca wore, what that was.
You talking the sash?
Yeah.
The metal sash? It was probably so we could tell him from other Wookiees.
Well, yeah, because
everybody knows all Wookiees look the same.
I get the mechanism.
No, I know.
Oh, you just went Star Wars racist.
I did.
Wow.
I did. All Kashyyyk
That's
inhabitants look the same.
yeah. You're looking going all Saboba.
Sebulba. Yeah.
God, could you imagine walking like that?
Oh, actually, no. So yeah, I was doing Watto, but yeah. Sebulba. Yeah.
Saboba walking on your hands and your feet were like your arms. It's like
Yeah.
that's backwards. There's
See,
a problem.
there were some good characters in the
Yes.
the new 3 episode 1, 2, and 3. There were some good characters.
You know what? I think if we would have had a different Anakin, first of all, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if we got Hayden Christensen some acting lessons, something.
He was in the second, yeah. Or if George Lucas could write a script, that would help too.
He can write a script. He should not direct. That's the problem. He writes good story.
Oh.
It's just
I'm talking dialogue. His dialogue. Actually, it's not
yes,
scripting.
yes,
it's
yes.
dialogue writing. Yeah, absolutely. Did you just say cocked, Mike? Mike, yes, we say cocked all the time.
cocked and locked.
Locked and cocked.
Hey, yeah, now we can see. That's cool.
You can.
I can.
Yes.
We can.
Well,
Us.
Lutken.
Lutken. Yes. Oh, I thought you
No,
said
Mike.
Nate.
I said Mike.
Yes, we said cocked. Oh, it's like maybe Daniel will show up, my brother. And
What?
these can
He knows cock because he's out of the slammer. Is that what you're about to say?
no.
Oh.
He would have a very nice homophobic response to that
Gotcha.
if he was here. So
We'll have to fill in with our own.
So Daniel, if you're out there,
Mm-hmm.
you should tune in because you're missing a moment, a time, an opportunity for excellence.
To get back on topic, I did see that this was already the highest selling Far Cry game.
Really?
Already.
That gives me a Far Cry boner.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I think it was time based. So the most sales within a certain time period.
Was that you who was saying today that that others were saying that if you played Far Cry 4, then you can play this game.
Yeah.
Without, okay, yeah. And that's true
get
because
used to the AI. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, as I started to play it, you know how it is with any game, you got to get used to the movement and stuff. I think it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I know these shoes.
Yep. You could tell they sped a few things up, changed a few things here and there, but the AI is pretty much. I mean, they're smarter now. Probably.
Yes, they are.
I imagine they'd be smarter.
Okay, I'm just going to come over here. I'm gonna hide over here, and it's like, and then I die. Next time I go to hide over there, fucking AI put someone over there. In fact, they usually put 12 someone's over there. And they're angry, and they all look like hillbillies.
Well,
angry,
most of them are in that.
Angry hillbillies.
Yeah.
That's.
Have you killed any of the main guys yet, or are
no?
You just, okay.
I got John's number though.
You're in John Seed's country.
John Seed.
Did you get enough points to go and face John Seed? Because I think you have to like fill up that.
I'm almost there. I'm 2/3 of the way there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I already parachute. No, I landed a fucking helicopter on his hangar, and I jumped into a hole in the ceiling, and I stole a plane from his hangar and flew it away. And nothing they could do because I'm a badass.
Is it possible to get a Far Cry boner in a bad way?
If you're John Seed.
If you're John Seed. If you're John's Seed.
If you're John Seed.
Okay, John Seed. It's one of those weird, like,
I could be
the words that morph
I know.
together, like appliance smart and pet smart.
I know. I hate
You know what
it
I mean?
when they...
Is
that pets
smart?
plural?
Or is it pet smart? Which one is it?
Yeah, I know.
Motherfuckers. Sorry.
Because it could... Yeah, pet smart. Okay.
Or it could be...
So is that plural pets, or does the pet own it?
Well, according to the logo, they changed the color. So it's pet and then smart.
Oh, because of people like us who ruminate on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah.
Well...
It fucks up the...
natural order of things.
Yeah. There's no feng shui here. This is not good.
None to be had. There's nothing but confusion.
It's none shui.
I'm sick of confusion. I like this new mic. I've decided.
Wow. That's something you're no longer confused about, is whether or not you like your new mic.
No.
We like that mic, too. Just want to tell you. Mike Lucan. We like that mic, too.
Mike Lucan is the shit.
But he didn't have to pay for that mic. He only had to pay for the mic in front of your face.
Well, I'm sure there's a price for that mic.
Yeah. I don't think that Mike, who's writing in our chat right now, would like if you talk this close to him.
Oh, Mike,
really,
he does
just
that.
right on there like that.
Yeah, he likes it because then, like,
Mike,
he's got the big full beard now. So if you get really up close and talk to him,
it's like a nature's windscreen.
well, it's that, but your breath goes into the beard, and so it warms his face. And this time of year, because it's April, and all I've heard is people go, "It's April, goddamn, 3rd, 4th, whatever." And it's fucking snow. It's fucking snow in
I'm
April.
tired of it.
I know,
I'm fucking
but
tired of it.
I just like hearing
Fucking snow.
So you think?
So you think, yeah.
And no, but I just hear people bitching about the snow and complaining and complaining. It's like it's whatever's going to happen here is what we're going to get because this is where we are.
As somebody who's tired of this shit and wants to like, I want to pull a Lieutenant Dan. Is this all you got, God? It's just me and you.
Yeah, but if you were just like wearing like shorts on top of a mast, outside right now, I don't think your conviction would last long.
I would agree. Yeah. At least I'm just very happy that the sun came out to hit the fucking blacktop or any sort of pavement and melt this fucking white death away.
It was crazy when I came home for lunch. The melt was literally right on the sunlight line coming off the roof. Yeah, so it was like just this ribbon of snow melted away.
You didn't take a picture of it with the cat or something and get internet points?
No, I'm not bringing my cats outside. One of them is too scared to go out. He'd go out in the yard and he'd want to come back in. I think we know who we're talking about there.
Is that Todd? Todd the cat?
The cat. Torrin will be gone. She'd be gone. And, her intent would not be to stay gone, but she'd fucking get in a mess with a raccoon, a hawk, or meet some bad hombres.
Well, I think she'd come back after she samples everything. Right.
Right, but she's got to survive sampling everything.
That's right. Yeah.
And she's just too unworldly.
Okay.
For lack of a better term.
You know what, you're going to butter their claws? Are they? You don't think you're ever going to put them outside, huh?
No, we're doing a little catio, as Brenda calls it. Out back? No, it's called a catio. It's going to be we're doing basically a patio under the deck for us, but the cats will be able to go out there, so it's being named a catio. It's my life, okay?
It's not wrong. It's just an asshole. Okay.
It's
just a fucking asshole.
But then at that point, once they're in the catio, yeah, I will butter their paws so that they just get the smell of the place. For those keeping score, playing the home game, when you butter a cat's paws, it just kind of gets the scent of where they are on them, and then they know they can follow that smell because they got like tens of millions. No. We have what, about 5 million smell nodules, and like dogs and cats have like 50 million, something like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why they have such a keen sense of smell. It's one to use the word keen in a sentence because it's keen
Other
to do
than
that.
Keen shoes.
Is there a thing called Keen shoes?
Yeah, Keens.
There's a brand?
Yeah. Yep. Keens. You have Merrill's, right?
Keens. Sorry,
Keens.
I was thinking
gonna say,
Vans.
I thought you had Keens as
No,
well.
I do have Keens. I was thinking Vans.
He owns the shoe
I own
he
3
didn't know
pairs
the
of
name
shoes.
of.
No, I do know the name. I had Vans in my head.
Are you people fucking seeing this?
I was envisioning the checkered
People like him
shoes.
can vote.
Do you know that's how they started? Was those little checkered boat shoes?
What, Keens?
Vans?
Oh, Vans. No, I didn't know that.
Yep, they were just little deck shoes.
Yep.
They were just a little black and white checkerboard. And that was their thing. That was a shtick. That was a...
Butter? Like butter? Says Mike.
Yes. Butter like butter.
Butter like real butter. Just in case they run into a tasty animal, he wants to at least be able to get a little fat rubbed across the animal's back before they chew on it.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No,
I'll need a razor too.
I'm explaining to the people, okay? Nate says, what do you mean, you people? I think you know what we mean, Nate.
Yeah, come on, Nate. We know what this is. We know what this is.
Wouldn't they just lick it off? That's what Mike's asking. And actually, I mean...
Where's Daniel? There's so many opportunities.
So they go out, they kind of lick their paw, and that helps them understand.
They get their scent
from
as they walk around, they pick up the scent of the concrete, the yard, because your area has a...
Yep, keep going.
Scent.
It'll go away. It's the interference of all this shit we have in the room.
I didn't do it.
It's gone. No. That happens.
The way you said we. You sardonic ass. Sorry. No, they just pick up the scent of, because everywhere as you move through the neighborhood, it's all going to have a different scent, as you move through. And so it's just, that's my scent over there. It's my scent concoction.
Okay.
Something like that. So it's magic.
How long do you think it will take them to get used to the outside thing and coming back? Well, doesn't it worry you? They might just get into some shit.
No. We're not letting them out.
You're just doing that. No, it's nothing. You're not going to be able to make it go away.
It's just an enclosed porch with like anti-cat screen.
Yep, gotcha. You move the mic to you a little bit there, buddy. There you go. Thanks.
You were doing the universal.
I was just like,
move the mic closer sign.
Yeah, these mics are notorious for you have to get right up on that robot dick. And if it's far away from you, you don't hear shit.
So fickle.
Yeah, but it's good because we're in a pretty noisy room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit on in here, but these are really good about not picking up noise in the room. Just our noise. Just our mouth noises.
But every once in a while they might pick up the little ticky-tack noise, whatever the fuck that was.
Well, that's interference from like a phone.
Oh, was that you getting a call, getting a text?
No, that would probably be your iPad or...
Why is it my iPad?
I turn a lot of my notification stuff off. You embrace as much shit.
My phone's in another room.
But your iPad's right there.
But I have no... You remember you turned most of my notifications off.
I didn't.
No, you did when we were doing the...
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yep, when we were doing the charades thingy.
Oh, that's right, because every time we try to do it, you're another notification, then another notification.
I'm a popular person.
So this is a good time to transition into this. So you are the type of person, your emails on any Apple device, because you're an Apple guy, you just let them pile up. Literally, yours say like 3,000 emails, right? It doesn't drive you nuts to have all of these things with numbers all over them. Huh?
Well, I'm guilty of that part. But work email, I'm obviously spot on with everything.
You have to be.
Home email, unfortunately, with my one, I've got 2 main email addresses that I use.
Okay.
And the older one, I just get so much junk, and it just fills up. And usually, I don't look at email and then say, "Oh, I should look at this and see what's going on." It's like, no, I don't want to look at this and see what's going on because I know the bulk of this is junk. And if I'm looking for something, or expecting something, then I search.
Okay.
I just search my email.
So if you were to look right now at how many emails you think you have piled up, what would the numbers say, you think?
Maybe
Apple devices tell you, right?
Maybe
right
a couple
away.
hundred, if that much.
A couple hundred?
That are, well, here, I'll tell you. I'll just look. I'm going to look. I'm going to tell you.
I'm calling the bullshit on that. I think that number's going to go
Well, we know.
north of 400 or 500.
All right. So
Corner 2 there, the
my
88
fresh wreckage.
Budweiser.
I got $1.80.
No, your overall icon should have them all added for you. You don't have to go mail to mail. Is this your first,
Well, it doesn't
is this your first day?
No.
Like that icon there?
193.
Really? That is not much for you.
No. I get in there. I do clean it up. I just don't do it every day. I might sometimes if I'm really busy,
In the head, yeah.
in the head, which I can get very busy in the head.
That's impressive. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure you had north of 2,000.
Yeah, there was actually a few weeks ago. Yeah, and I'm just like
Yep.
gone.
Yeah, I don't even try to manage my Gmail through my phone because I get so much bullshit constantly coming in
know.
that I just go in there and I delete it mass
And
in,
it doesn't
in a
even
browser.
matter how unique your email address is anymore. So I figure if I have a unique email address, they won't find me. But then you use that unique email address once, and they find you.
It's crazy because I have 2 Gmail email addresses. One doesn't get anything like that because I rarely use it. It's only meant for very important things.
Like me,
No.
President.
You're in the other one. No, I was kidding. No.
You're in the other
You're
one.
the other one. No, but the other one, I sign up for everything with that email. All that shit. We're not going to send you a bunch of crap, even if you uncheck all the boxes. They
Hey,
are
you get a
giving
bunch
that
of
shit
crap.
away. Yeah. So, how about this though? How many shit calls do you get in a day? Shit calls you know are not real.
I know that if it comes from an 80, especially here, if it's from a 612-804 or an 805,
Yes.
I know exactly what it is.
Yep.
Now Jamie has my daughter has an 805 and Brenda has an 805, but I know their numbers.
They spoof numbers, local area code numbers all the time.
Yeah, so you think
Yeah.
it's somebody you know.
And they always leave a 2-second voicemail. And the other one I've been getting every now and then, I'd say I get one of these maybe every few weeks, is a medical device could be shipped to you. You ever get that one?
No, I
I
always
get
say
that one.
York. This is an important message from York about your credit card.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Really? Thanks.
It's just insane how fast it's piling up.
If you'd like to double your credit limit, blah, blah, no, just shut up. Click.
And it doesn't even pay to block all the numbers because they change every fucking time.
Well, let them just get Google numbers too.
Oh, is that what it is? Because it
I've
just
had them
seems
do that, but,
really
yeah,
easy.
it's way too easy.
Yeah.
But what do you do? We should put up at some point the Indian dude who tried to rip me off.
Yes.
I kept him on the phone for 17 minutes, I think. 15, 16, 17 minutes, something like that. And I got him to say, fuck you, you motherfucker.
Yep. One of the
I was
people
very,
who are computer. He's helping you work on your computer.
yeah, he was Agent Smith or something like that.
Doesn't know who he's talking to.
This is Agent Perry Watson. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm Agent number 4.
Perry, eh? Okay. Perrier.
Perrier.
Ooh.
No, I just like his. I am Agent number 4.
Yeah.
Badge number 754. 321.
It sucks because it's a little bittersweet because you know that wouldn't exist if it didn't work. You know what I mean? So how many people fall for this shit?
It's the AOL mentality, right?
Yeah, the elderly probably fall for it too. Yeah.
Well, no, there's that, but the AOL mentality. Just hit 1,000 people. If you get a 1% return, that's still 10 people. At $2,500 a piece. And I remember when they called, you could hear it was in a phone room. And so they're over in Mumbai. Well, they were, because I know they got busted. I know some of the IRS ones got busted. Here, I think.
Not all of them, apparently.
No, some.
Jeez. Yeah.
But it was pretty humorous when they did. I mean, but you feel bad because some of those people, if they get you on the phone, like the guy who I kept him on the phone for 20 minutes and then he figured out that I was just trolling him. He probably got caned because of me.
No, that's such an American view of India. No, I don't think he got caned.
In my head, I think he got caned.
What a crazy workplace that is. Like, you and a bunch of other people, like, that's your regular day job. You go in, you get paid to try and scam people out of money.
You're paid cash.
It's kind of fucked up.
Motherfucking rupees. Mm-hmm. Rupelin.
We should just ban all calls from India. How about that?
Nah, it's not.
Let's just tariff the...
We're just...
I'm just fucking... I'm trying to...
Sweeping generalization.
Exactly.
They call it a sweeping generalization. Like, it's my Trump's bad. I haven't practiced it in a while. I call it sweeping tariffs.
That's right. Sweeping tariffs.
With my tiny hands.
That's right.
The tiny hands thing, is that tired? Are we tired of that? Is that old?
I think the Trump thing is tired and old.
Is it more tired than Kathy Griffin as Kelly Ann Conway?
No. Because at least she went away. We can't get rid of him. He's just around.
So we watched a little Saturday Night Live thing tonight. What'd you think of seeing Leslie Jones halfway naked?
Good.
Leslie, you are funny. You got some star power, and you could kick my ass. Yeah. But no.
Who was it that got in trouble for saying, I think she looks kind of like a man? There's somebody who got in trouble for that. He was called a bunch of different names.
Yeah, they had weird names that really had nothing to do with what he did.
Yeah, I forget. It was a comedian. Well, was it Bill Burr?
I don't remember.
He got in quasi trouble for saying it. But
internet trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's funny what will trip the trigger, when the social warriors, just grab their tridents and come after you.
Yep. I would say she has mannish qualities. If that makes me a bigot and a piece of shit, then I don't care.
Oh, I think she's definitely a very masculine woman.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I like her though.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Yeah, I think she's fucking great.
God damn it, I was going to go somewhere with that.
Well, I know where I'm going because it's for me. No. Oh, go.
I got it because I'll forget.
Yes, you will.
Speaking of manly women, we were talking about the YouTube shooter lady.
Off the. We weren't talking about her on the podcast.
Not on the podcast, but earlier today we were. Mm-hmm. And that's a very interesting. Thank God nobody was hurt. All right. And I don't advocate or condone any of her behavior. I don't understand what she thought she was going to accomplish by wounding 3 people at a picnic table and then going and eating the barrel herself. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't equate.
Well, she had a shooting. She only killed 1 person herself, so that's good.
That is, you could call that a win.
Yep, I would say that's a big win.
But watching some of her videos, it was interesting because she's got probably about 200 videos. I think $170, something like that. And pardon me.
FYI, the guy who called Leslie Jones a man or looks like a man was Milo. Was it Yiannopoulos? That he's pretty provocative.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Where was I? God damn you. You did that on purpose.
This is why I enjoy life.
Yes,
fucking with people. Literally, it was a sneeze, one little off-topic thing.
Yeah, the sneeze it jarred my brain.
It's gone. You were talking about the YouTube killer, and we watched her videos.
We watched her videos, but the thing is, she's got like about almost 200 videos, and they're very, I'm going to say bizarre. A lot of it's very bizarre. It's an art form. It's her thing. It's what she was doing. I respect and appreciate that. But there didn't seem to be an overabundance of meta to her there because in almost every video, she's just got these eyes where she's just looking at you like you killed her family and she's fucking coming after you.
You can definitely tell there's some screws loose.
Yeah.
Like she needed to talk and get some help, I think. Obviously, you're walking in because you don't like YouTube's whatever guidelines and you're shooting random people who probably have nothing to do with YouTube's guidelines.
And I can appreciate her getting frustrated with the man. Okay.
Sure.
It happens.
But she's also bitching about the country she's in. She's here in America and she's bitching about the country, about how in Iran she's a slave to whatever, but here, or no, in Iran they'll kill you with a hammer, but here they'll kill you with
by blocking your blah 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 blah. So, and who knows? Because she was she's a pretty controversial person to begin with her PETA stuff and her stuff that she did. So
very vegan.
I think very very vegan.
Yeah, not just sort of vegan.
Sounds like a cooking show.
Hi, welcome to Very Vegan.
Welcome back to Very Vegan. Yeah. I'm your host, Kay. And this is Leonard.
Yeah. Leonard. Hi.
What are we making today, Kay?
I like anything with no meat in it. I don't.
Oh, you couldn't tell looking at me.
That's crazy. Actually, that's one thing. Like, I guess, whatever. I'll just say it. Some people would consider being full vegan kind of extreme, right? It's kind of an extreme thing.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah,
it's crazy because that's an extreme thing. I understand. That actually hits kind of close. Like, a lot of them are like, listen, I don't want to kill animals, so I'm not going to eat them. Where a lot of us are just like, I don't want to fucking kill an animal to get meat, but I'll just eat meat that somebody else killed
for
in
me.
A factory.
So,
anyway,
to a degree, it's kind of hypocritical. But on the same token, I just, but her, what got me about the videos is, like, you and I have made a lot of video. We've done a lot of stuff, and there's some stuff we're just like, no, just no, because we're like, look at that, where she's like, yes, my eyes are very wide. That one,
yeah. I will just do this.
Just stop.
And if people don't like it, I will shoot them.
I mean, I feel bad that she felt the need to take it to that extreme.
Yeah.
On the same token, I'm glad I can appreciate the way she left. So not to cause, so now these people aren't going to go to court.
I don't appreciate the way she left. She fucking tried to kill four people.
No. I'm talking after that. The way she just said, fuck it, I'm checking out. I'm gone.
Because she realized what it means to not have freedom in America.
Well, I think she
burn in hell, bitch.
It'd be interesting to know what her thoughts were just before she led up to when she pulled that trigger the final time. It'd be just what was she like? Oh man, fuck?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Why did I do this? There's no, because at that point, at least I think if it was me, and I'd be at that point, it's like, fuck, my life is irrevocably changed. I can't go home. Okay, I can go on the run. I can kill myself. Nothing is ever the same.
You're also looking at it with a rational brain.
No. Yeah. What I'm saying is it's crazy to imagine yourself in a scenario of any kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be where you just killed or tried to kill people, but just where suddenly your life will never be the same way it was a moment ago. It is irrevocably changed. Whether you're pulled from your house and taken to prison, or a fucking meteor crashes into the earth and devastates the atmosphere, and now you're back in the dark ages.
Or a loved one dies.
Or a loved one dies. Yeah, there are things that can happen. And it's kind of crazy because that little transitional purgatory, as it were. I mean, it's just when you're in that transition, you're like, wait, it was like that. Now this is my options. This is my, it's like, it's kind of scary when you think about it. Or not scary, but it's just, it brings a sense of dread.
Well, especially in her case. I mean, let's just say, for instance, that she had that moment of, I fucked up. I should not have done this. My anger got to me. Oh my God, I can't go back now. I've self-made all of this dread I'm feeling now. It's time to check out. Right?
Right.
It's, I don't know. I don't think she had that moment, though. I think the moment was, I killed these people, whatever. She thought she was doing right by fucking whatever. And then she realized, I don't want to go to prison. So it was more of I'm going to save my own ass by fucking offing myself.
It could have been like that.
Yeah. We don't know, though.
But I think we'll both admit that I'm probably more of the romantic idealist. So I like to think she had that moment at the end. We're like, oh, man. God fucking damn it.
I'm more of the animal eats the other animal because it's in its nature.
And she's like, I don't want to get eaten.
And you're like, well, the animal's like, I was thinking of this one looked sickly and dying, and I'm going to kill it because it's, it's going to die a painful death unless I kill it.
Well, no, I just mean, at that last minute where it's like, fuck. I don't even know if I'd call it regret, even though it's relative. it's just that point where you know that you have fucked up.
Yep.
I mean, there is no going back. There's no relief. There's no, there's, as Mallory Knox would say, there's no escaping here. No, she was.
No. Not
Natural Born Killers.
Oh, there you go.
Mickey and Mallory Knox.
Got it.
Sorry.
Got it in one.
But sorry, I could rant on that. But it's just you get down to that level, that just abstract human level towards this, like towards just you. It's just there's nothing else. You the facades you have relied upon all of your life, and all the bullshit and all the options that you've had that hold you up, and suddenly that's all gone.
Well, I would agree with you. That's the truest moment of her entire life.
Yeah.
When she decided to put that bullet through her head.
That's a fucked up.
You're done lying to yourself at that point. There is no lying to yourself.
That's just it. Yep. This is your most meta moment. Take advantage of it.
Yep.
You know, because I've had dreams where I've done something towards like, there's no, I can't fix this. you know, it's like you're screwed. And it's just like, please be a dream. Please be a dream. And then you wake up, you're like, I've literally had dreams. I remember one time waking up, I forget what the dream was, but I remember just literally when I woke up, I must have been I was obviously on my belly, but I just literally woke up, and I just woke up like this. I just pushed myself up off the bed, and I'm like, I'm here.
Yep.
So you're just like, fuck.
Had those dreams where you wake up, it's like, oh, fuck. Thank fucking God. This is not good.
God.
Well, maybe not God, but.
Well, but I mean, you're just like, you know?
Yeah.
Or, you know, you always have, you know, back in the, way back in the day, in the 80s, when I used to travel a lot, I just fucking throw it in a duffel bag and hit the road. Way back, you could do that then. It was easier. I didn't have a life at the time, so I could just pack my shit in a kit sack and I'm gone. And I probably I did break a few hearts in my day. You know, I mean, I was kind of a prick, to say the least. But I remember when Monica and I were married, I was always afraid of that part of me that would just one day say, fuck it, I'm going to go somewhere else. And I'd have dreams. I had to have actual nightmares towards, like, I knew I didn't want to leave that scenario. And this is like pre-90, which is post-90 is a story all of its own. But I'd have dreams to where I was like, suddenly I'm in the back of a pickup truck in like South Africa, you know, on this job, doing this job, and in this dream. And I'm like, wait a minute, fuck, I didn't want to leave home. I left. Why am I here? I just want to go home. Boom, wake up. It's like, yeah, but I had a lot of dreams like that. And then in '89, when shit started to go south, I found myself in Utah, in North Ogden, Utah, sitting on the porch watching the fucking clouds pour through the South Ogden Canyon. And all of a sudden it hit me. It's like, fuck, I did it. That thing I was so afraid of, I did it. And it was that you just had that momentary chill, that moment of dread that just kind of leaks out of you. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Did I do the right thing? And I kind of did, but I had to go back in the long run just for Kayla's sake.
Yeah.
You know? But it was just that feeling towards like, boom. I mean, which kind of goes along with some have that theory that, you know, we have the ability to manifest that which we most fear. You know, and oftentimes, you know, just by human nature will do that just to get past the dread of that fear. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Sorry to rant
No.
on there.
No, that's while I don't condone your actions, I understand your actions. I'm not comparing you to the chick from
but still
YouTube at all, but
just that feeling when you get to that point where, and I'm not equating sitting on a porch 1,342 miles away from home is the same as trying to kill 3 people and then killing yourself.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, they're close. It's kind of close, you know, if you mash that together really hard.
I would say if you look at it under a very terrible light like I do, it's slowly killing family over time, or slowly killing or quickly killing strangers with a gun.
Yeah. I don't know.
But, you know what I mean? You could look at it under a different light.
But what I'm getting at, I just don't know at what point, because this wasn't just a spur of the moment thing.
Oh, it sounds like, yeah.
Because her family had reported her missing like 3 days before this happened. So I guess she drove to where
got it.
this was.
Yeah.
And then slept in her car because the cops talked to her. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
The cops talked to her like about 11 hours before this happened because they found her car. They found her sleeping in her car. And after talking to her for 20 minutes, cops are like, she didn't show any signs of, and obviously she's on that West Coast. So
they're used to loopers.
Yeah. Well, the cops, if they get any wind that you're a little left to center, as I like to say, they'd cart you. So, but she played it off like keyboard cat, and they let her go, notified her family that, hey, they found her. And then her brother, when they're interviewing him on the news, he's like, once I found out she was out there, then I'm like, oh, fuck, I know she's got that thing with YouTube. So it's like, well, why didn't you say, oh, fuck, to the cops before that happened,
I would say it the other way around about California, though. I mean, you think the cops would be a little more lenient of the crazies.
Rodney
because they're fucking that's like... That's not the kind of lenient I'm talking about, but
but I mean they're not that lenient. I mean, I think California cops, West Coast cops, your coastal cops will definitely throw down on somebody a lot faster than say a Minnesota cop.
But aren't they used to dealing with kind of some strange motherfucking people?
So that's what I mean. So I think if they had an idea that she might be a little
like she has the I'm going to kill people face. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sure her YouTube channel wasn't very good. That's probably why people didn't like it. It's not YouTube.
Well, she had a lot of views, man. But then suddenly her views just got cut drastically, and her chief complaint was that they were censoring her. And maybe they were, because she was kind of one of those PETA extremists, and maybe they just kind of well,
there's no kind of anymore.
Maybe
she's definitely an extremist now by definition.
But maybe they throttled her a bit,
Yep.
And so I can understand her frustration and her angst, but I don't think that YouTube did anything that would make me want to take a loaded weapon and, oh, hey, you're eating lunch and you work at YouTube. Perfect storm.
Yeah.
No,
it's good that she didn't seem to be trained at all in firearms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a sick, twisted joke.
Do we know what kind of a gun it was?
It was a handgun.
No, I know, but
what
we don't know caliber.
If I were to guess, probably 9.
22?
I'd say 9 at tops. 9 millimeter, right?
Maybe a 3.
It's generally with a 45, even if you don't know what you're doing. It's a pretty big round.
You're going to make a mess.
I'm glad nobody died except for the scum. That's good. But other than that, it's...
And like I said, I know I come off as a romantic idealist. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we could have fixed her, we could have rehabilitated her. I'm just there for that human moment at the very end.
And the rehabilitation thing, it's kind of interesting. I read an article about Norway's prison. Okay. They actually fully rehabilitate people. They treat them like humans when they go to prison.
Yeah, because they give a vocation.
Yep.
And I think they place them too right away, right?
Yep. And it's insane how effective it is for their culture.
No.
Like those people realize, like, I don't deserve this.
What's
it's
their
actually
stance
harder.
On guns?
Probably.
Do they not have? Are they like?
What does that have to do with the prison life, though?
No. I'm just talking about their. I was just curious because I could hear the argument coming up. Well, especially for the pro banning gun people.
Yeah.
I could see them saying, well, because I thought Norway. They don't ban guns, but it's not easy to get a gun.
Oh, sure.
So that's what I'm getting at is it a little more peaceful? So I could just, sorry, I was going for
I'm not even a pro-gun guy. I'm just like wondering, like, because I get a jump on people when they bring up this gun bullshit all the time because I'm like, yes and no, guns are a problem, but come on. It's not the fucking problem with everything. You know what I mean? Like when I'm talking about rehabilitation, like, where do they have guns? That's why I'm just like, seriously, motherfucker, really?
I didn't mean
it's about the goddamn guns. You're like, no, I get it. That's why I'm just kind of like, what? No, but it's crazy the psyche of somebody when they're given something in a prison that they don't deserve. A full-on rehabilitation like they do in Norway. It's interesting. And then we come here and Oklahoma's cutting teachers' benefits, but they want the people to pay for an $800 million in money for 2 mega prisons. privatized. So they want to lock people up to make money, but they don't want to hand money out to teachers. It's interesting. We don't want rehabilitation here. We want centers to make money.
We want money.
Where Norway, they're like, listen, these people are fucked. We know they're fucked, but let's see if we can make some...
integrate them back into our society.
You're already paying for them to sit in this fucking prison anyway. So I can understand two facets to this. One, you're a lifer, just kill him. I understand that. I'm not saying I'm for that. I'm just saying I understand that. And then the other is, let's actually try to rehabilitate him. Why would you just stick him in there for no fucking reason, do nothing with them that we all have to pay for them to be alive? Like, what's...
Yeah, I think it would make sense. I think if you get a life term with no possibility of parole, I think you should be able to opt for the death penalty.
I would
agree.
I agree with that.
I think you should have a checkout clause.
Yeah. Why not?
Because I'm all over the Kevorkian method if that's truly what you want.
He didn't force... Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he didn't force a single person. You know what I mean? It's just...
No, it's just... it was a... that whole thing was just a moral thing.
Yeah, I think, honestly, Kevorkian, if maybe there should have been more upfront psych care for them. Like, listen, we just need to make sure you're in a rational state of mind where you're just like,
Exactly.
You're in pain. Great, let's do it. Some states actually have a mercy rule where you can kill somebody with... Yeah.
We do? Do we
I
now?
thought there was one state that allowed that.
I'm surprised the feds let that get...
Or maybe it was up for legislation. There was a story within 4 or 5 months that had something like that in it.
Well, yeah, I don't see why we get so puritanistic about the stupid shit we do, but then we're so brazen about the other stupid shit that we do.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We can't see girls' nipples, only boys' nipples on TV.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just because of how they're looked at, but
yeah, I would agree.
no, we're a haphazardly interesting society, for lack of a more colorful metaphor. It's like no sex. No, my God in heaven, we can't have that. But look at this blood and violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the inside. You can't see the inside of her vagina, but you can see the inside of her chest.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
I don't get it.
Oh, well, there's nothing really to get here. I mean, it's...
No, it's... I fucking said it today. In the world gone insane, the sane man is the anomaly.
Sure.
Would that be the new anomaly?
Well, I think sane and non-sane or insane are subjective. They're always subjective. Us to look at, well, let's take the YouTube shooter and say she's insane. To us, and most of humanity, we're all on the same page. We think she's insane. But there are people out there who probably look at her as, no, she's not insane. She's sane. She just made a mistake.
Oh, I would say that a different way. I don't think she's insane. I think she's sane. I think she made a fucking decision. I think she made a bad decision. I think people suffered. She suffered it was a wrong thing to do.
Ooh, so, okay. Interesting. So everything's a decision in your world. Okay,
everything's a decision, and people are insane. I don't think she was
gotcha.
insane.
It's not okay. So I was going to ask you, like, do you make a decision to be insane?
No, you don't. That's different. That's
okay.
fucked up wiring. But
Gotcha.
I don't think. I mean, she had some fucked up wiring, but no, I think she was just a very angry person. I think she knew the fact that she drove there days ahead of time, sleeping in a car, preparing. Not
premeditated for sure.
Not Vegas shooter preparing, but just knowing what I mean. She had some fucking conviction. You got to give her that much, but it's still a bad decision. So no, but even I think people who are physiologically insane, or to where there's something fucked up with their wiring, their shit is messed up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I'll give that a wider berth.
Okay.
Or
follow-up question.
Yes.
Are people who are depressed, do they have bum wiring? Or are they deciding to be depressed?
I'd say the people, if we take this group of 100 people who are depressed, right, and we take out the 90% who are depressed because it's posh, convenient, and it's the in thing to do.
Do you think 90% of culture who are depressed decide to be depressed?
Nowadays, yes.
Really?
I would say that's a very high number.
Wow.
Because I'd say now.
I completely disagree, but
No.
I understand. Yeah.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Now, there might be people, because I think there's emotional depression. And then there's depression as a result of...
chemical imbalance.
There's a chemical imbalance or trauma or something like that.
Okay.
There's a difference. But there are people, and okay, you know what? I'll even relinquish one of the reins on my conviction, and I'll drop that number to 50%. But I'd say half of the depressive pool of people who are depressed or bipolar or whatever, half of them, it's just convenient and it's posh to do. It's the end thing to be depressed, to get your drugs for it, to talk about it.
Gotcha.
And the thing that pisses me off, though, is those people take away from the people who actually are in need of help, of medication or counseling, whatever it is.
So you think depression is different than insanity in the way of it's
still a mental illness. It's just a different slice of the pie.
But you're saying nobody decides to be insane. They just are or they aren't. But people decide to be depressed.
Well, I don't think if you're insane, if you're truly insane, I don't think you'd know you were insane.
Okay.
Necessarily.
Yeah,
maybe in the long run you might.
So somebody who's insane or psychotic or anything, because you say everything's a decision, are their decisions true decisions or are they not? So in other words, let's say she's insane. She goes and kills these people. Did she make that choice? Or
she still made the choice to do
Did
it.
her fucked up brain feed her that information and she couldn't, just had to follow the impulse?
It's still a decision to follow that impulse. Any action you undertake of your own volition is a result of a decision.
But the decider
even if you're impaired.
But the decider, the thing that is trying to figure out and making decisions, is all screwed up. So how could it be?
But in that scenario, though, I wouldn't say that she was insane because she was cognizant of a lot of her actions leading up to that.
She likely wasn't insane, but I'm talking about people who are insane or people who are depressed, for instance. So they're deciding to be depressed.
Well, I don't think that I would, as much as I would want to, someone who was completely insane and did something completely horrible, and we know, and then we, as the investigation comes out, we find out that they're insane. Well, at that point, I'd say, yeah, you know what? They're not really responsible for their actions per se, but they're still responsible for the ramifications of their actions, and they have to, at the very least, be put in a state hospital or, in where they can get the treatment they need, and most likely be kept away from society for a long time.
Gotcha.
Like 2 weeks.
The ramifications, of course. But I'm still sticking to I don't think people are deciding all the time. Like, everything is a decision, I would agree. Everything technically. But I don't think my decision to do something is the same as an insane or a depressed person's decision to do something. I think they're fucked up to the point where their brain, their decider, the thing that is literally doing the deciding, is fucking bent. And that fucks up their free will.
People who are actually, like, insane or, like, just... like your schizophrenics, your people who have hardcore schizophrenia. They're seeing shit. Their brain's giving them messages about shit that isn't fucking there. Yeah, and honestly, those people need help. They need to get the help they need, whether that requires counseling, medication, or incarceration of some kind.
So if a schizophrenic person decides to kill somebody, you're saying they actually consciously decided that's what I'm going to do, or did their fucked up brain?
Well, that whatever personality had the reins at that moment,
decided
to do that. But you know what? That's all part of your fucking wheelhouse. So we can't take that part and put them in a state hospital. We have to take the whole package.
I guess actually to get into this would be, what is a decision then? What is deciding?
Well, deciding would be if you come to a T in the road, that you make that choice. Do I go left? Or do I go right?
But I guess you're missing the point. Whose I? What is deciding this? Is it just the neurons and the little chaos in the brain? Or what is truly deciding this fucking thing?
Personality is basically an amalgam of all this stimulation and input, that we're experiencing. So I think the amalgam makes that decision. I don't think it's buried in the primal brain.
So we're all compromised. Right?
We're all compromised.
In a way,
we could all fuck up terribly at any given moment.
Yeah.
Treat us go, oh my God, that thing I scared the most of, I just made it happen.
And I guess most of us with sane brains, I would say, sane brains, would take responsibility for the decision we made. But I still argue the point. People who are severely depressed because their brain's fucked up, they can't make a decision like we can. I look at them like their brain is so fucked up, their decision making is not at that level at all.
Yeah,
Like,
from a physiological standpoint, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and somewhat in an emotional aspect as well. So people who,
Sure.
who had just fucked up childhoods or some shit like that, towards like the wiring that most people get,
Yeah.
as they're growing up and developing and evolving. They didn't get that. They got, concertina wire.
Yeah. Gotcha.
They got the wrong kind of wiring. But no, it's funny when you mention this, because everything we're talking about here, it's relative. It's all perspective based, right? But I mean, I'm talking from the sane man to the crazy man, because like I remember when I was watching it was a show on the Slenderman murders, the two girls. It was a little series thing, or maybe it was a show on Netflix. I don't remember. But the dad who come to find out, the one daughter who I think when she was found guilty, she was put in a state hospital. I think the other one went to prison. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure.
Sure.
But the one who went to the state hospital, well, they found out that she had schizophrenia, right? Really bad. And when they were interviewing the dad, who's schizophrenic, he was bawling his eyes out because he goes, "I didn't know. We didn't know." Now, and he says, my schizophrenia is so bad. He goes, "I'm sitting here, you guys are interviewing me, and it's all I can do not to focus on the squares, and the triangles and the spheres that are just flying through the window like this,
Yeah.
And he's crying because he's like, I didn't know, and I've heard some people say, well, dude, you have schizophrenia, you should know the signs, It's like he can't even believe what he sees versus what he sees.
His decision making is altered.
In that situation, because he's being fed his the sensory inputs he's getting are lying to him. They're wrong, or are they right? We can get into that too.
Because in his world, that shit exists.
Yeah, that shit. He goes, it's there. I could reach out and seemingly touch that.
That would be fucking weird.
So yeah, I think there are people who have fucked up things, but like even him. Okay, so he's schizophrenic, right? He was talking about that, but he's still very lucid. I think if you're lucid enough to, I'm sorry, I don't care how fucking loopy you get. It's bad to kill somebody. It's bad to hurt somebody who, doesn't have it coming. Now sometimes the thing
I don't
about
necessarily buy that. No, I don't buy that at all, actually. Nope. If your brain is fucked up to the point where you don't know right from wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. That was what I was getting
Gotcha,
at. It's like, now if you're damaged in the head, well, you might not, because that person they might be seen in your mind as a threat.
A potato. No,
A threat of some kind,
Sure. Or even sociopaths or psychopaths, right? I forget which one it is, but they don't look at humans. Sociopath. They look at them as just like an object.
Right.
Killing and doing whatever. They don't feel, they're numb to it. So their decisions they're not deciding right from wrong. I don't think they know what that is.
I think they know what it is. I don't think they know what it feels like.
Gotcha.
So they don't, they know the definition of it. They understand that it exists, but they don't know what it looks like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Because I think the feeling of it is what guides us not to do things like that. I think
the compassion, the conscientious.
Exactly. Like if I killed that person, like if you have no feeling about what the
impact
means,
that would have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I rescued a mouse last night.
Hey, from the cats?
Yeah.
Which one? Todd or?
No,
Torrin?
I think this was William. I think he's been here before.
No, I meant the cat. Which cat had him?
Both.
Oh.
Well, they were, because they come running upstairs, and I thought they were chasing each other, right? And then I kind of look around the corner. I see Torrin kind of run out of the kitchen, and like ahead of Torrin, I see his little gray fur ball, and I'm like, oh. I said, I'm gonna go grab my cardboard and cup.
Yep. Nice.
And then, oh, you know what? Why didn't I fucking take pictures of this? But I'm like, Brenda, you want to lift up the couch? I think it's under the couch. And she's like, no. And she literally jumped up on the ottoman and was doing the pee-pee dance on the ottoman because she was afraid of the mouse.
Gotcha.
If you're watching, I just fucking outed you, Brenda. I'm not afraid.
She's going to beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. I will fucking walk straight up to the ravenous bug bladder beast of trawl. I don't give a fuck. And I figure if I wrap my tail around my head, that means I can't see him, which means He can't see me.
Wow.
Survive every time. I don't.
Interesting.
That's a part of the game, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I remember this. What was it? What's the creature called again?
The ravenous bug bladder beast of Troll.
Ravenous bug bladder beast of Troll.
Isn't that crazy how it sticks in your head? No, but so they're running around. Torin is losing her mind, you know, and then there's Opal over there losing his fucking interest.
Yep.
Because at one point I look over, because at first Opal's like chasing around, and then Torin's chasing around, and then pretty soon Opal just plopped over by the stairs. He's like, "Hey, just go ahead. I'm just gonna watch you do that. I gained 4 ounces.
doesn't involve treats.
I gained 4 ounces. Yeah, no, it's a furry treat, but then we got to get the fur off. You got to peel it. You got to those bones. They give me indigestion."
He's like a fucking millennial cat. My God, he doesn't want to work for that food. He just wants to take it out of the bag.
Now, Torin, you know how Laura Couch is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Torin is like, she gets her paws under there, and she gets her head under there, next thing her shoulders, and she's like pulling herself under the couch. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing
liquid?
This? Yeah, she went total liquid, and it was pretty goddamn humorous. And then at one point, she can't find him, and she's looking all over the fucking place, right? And I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, if I was a mouse, where would I be? I see, I went in my George Bush moment.
Yeah, I got it.
I think better that way.
Yeah.
And I saw got that little wicker box by the window.
Okay.
And it's like, usually it's flush against the wall. Well, it's like just angled out just enough, right? So I take my trusty flashlight, and I'm like, I look over, and he's right there in the wedge. He's just looking up at me.
Help me, motherfucker.
You gonna eat me? You gonna get me out of I'll do anything. I'll do anything. You're a fucking mouse. What do you got for me? Mm-hmm. So I took the cup and then put it on the far side, and then I started just reversing the squeeze. So the squeezing over here, and he right into the glass. And I'm like, cardboard. Took him, put him outside. Brenda's like, where do you think he's gonna go? I'm like, somewhere else.
Yeah. Mouse City.
I said, no, he's gonna go back to the hole where he got in here in the first place.
Yeah, probably for the warmth. We got some texts. I'm sorry, text. Yeah, I'm a little tired. We've got some chats in our chat room here.
We
some
do have
chatters.
some chatability.
So Mike said, talk more about the videos you guys have made that you decided not to air.
It's not so much the videos we've made. It's more the B-roll.
Yeah, there's a lot of B-roll.
We have a lot of B-roll that should never, ever see the light of day. Some of it might.
Yeah, we'll see.
Might.
What if as a society we are doing that to ourselves? Social media and internet feeds us false information all the time, and we make decisions and form beliefs on what we see in these platforms, and they are completely false.
Well, this
has been happening long before social media.
Right.
It's just
the internet, because this gets into kind of a theory, a theorem you and I have talked about. You know, it's my theorem, but we've I don't know if debate is the right word, but we've talked about it. I think for right now, I think what we're experiencing with the internet, as far as, 92, 93, I think was when we actually got a piece of it finally, and then as it came up, now we got this all the social media stuff going on. I think what we're experiencing, I think this is bleeding edge reaction to going from not necessarily a repressed society or an oppressed society, but information wasn't as readily available. You actually had to work for it. You had to look harder for it before. But now that it's almost like a glut of information coming at us. And so I think some of the things we're seeing, I think it's a natural response to such a sudden change. But I think it's just part of the evolutionary of the human condition. I think it's just part of the. I think it's like a big bubble in the hose, or just a big burp in the.
I think
pressure.
I think the major thing that's different here is we're getting a network of people's reactions to everything. It's not. I mean, every day since you've been born, you've been going through life deciding what to believe and what not to believe.
Yes,
subconsciously or consciously. But now we're seeing everybody else's reaction to that same moment, right? So now everyone's like, this is fucking bullshit. And so now you got 10 million people who think President Trump's an idiot. And let's say you got 4 who thinks he's good. We'll just use him because he's polarizing or whatever. And so now there's all these news articles on him, right?
Right.
Well, of course, the 10 million who don't like him are going to believe all the ones or skew toward the ones that are bashing him,
right?
And you got whatever the 4 to 10 million that like him are going to skew toward the ones that they like. So now It's odd. It's like you just segmented the culture based on whether you like this person or not, or
blue or red.
Yeah, blue or red,
left or right.
Yeah, it's crazy because now
there are lines drawn. Bigger lines than we've had in a while.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but it's forming communities of false communities, basically, of people who, fucking flat earthers. I'm sorry.
Dude, what is with the influx of that shit lately?
Influx, dude. Yeah,
No. It's swelled as of late.
I hate to say this, but the fucking Earth is not a flat disc. Okay, come on,
flat.
But look at this. Now, this is a bunch of people who just decide, you know what? I don't believe this. I'm just gonna. And now they all group together, and now they have that community thing. It's almost like they're going to a fucking church.
So it's like, sorry, I got a cramp in my back.
That's right.
But what I get entertained with, because you give me shit about, you go, what the fuck have you been watching in your YouTube lately?
He likes to watch flat Earth shit.
No,
like these false, like, look at.
Watch some of that stuff. No. Here's why I'm watching it. It is fascinating to watch how far these guys will go, how big of a sculpture of dialogue they will do and put forth to prove it. And these animation and some of the shit they do, I'm like, I can see we're weaker minded by that, but we live in a fucking sphere. Mm-hmm. It's like, we know that, we've proven that, and blah 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 blah. But it's interesting to watch how they will do their very best to get their point across that this is real. And I think that's why maybe we're seeing such an influx lately, is because them trying to prove their point. Now they have social media.
Yeah.
So now you're getting that message out there. So a lot of these other people are like, they just need something to blame. Oh, goddamn, Earth's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a vent.
They need to do something to go against the grain of everybody else. It's weird. It's like this individual. It's like now we're seeing what it was like when religions were created, and whether you believe me or not,
this is
the same shit. Somebody said something fucking like, let's just take Scientology because it's obvious that is complete and utter bullshit. L. Ron Hubbard is literally in the Book of World Records as making the most fictional shit, and then he decides to start a religion and people buy it. Anyway. So you got this guy who's just like, I'm saying a bunch of crazy shit. People are fucking believing me. This feels good. Keeps touting it. More and more idiots keep coming. There you got your flat earthers.
Yep. But the flat earth, but it is frightening how many, just the number of people who believe it. Okay. So if it's a flat earth, okay, let's say that, okay, it's a flat earth. Let's just go with that. Mm-hmm. Where is this flat Earth sitting on? Because according to our plane of physics, just a flat disk would not just be orbiting the sun like a celestial body.
I'm not going to even go to the physics of it. I'm going to say, why are so many people in these NASA and the government, why would they lie about it?
No,
what's the fucking point of lying about it?
And you're valid, but it's like, okay, no, I want you to explain to me how this happened and how it happens and how it keeps happening. So how just tell me, I want your math. But you're not going to get it from a lot of these people because it's a zealot thing, right? It's an emotional thing. It's not fact based. But that's where I just love attacking, and that's where, I can get beat up every once in a while because I just don't know when enough's enough. And
that's why I don't go to those. I don't want them to get any sort of hits on their websites or anything that boosts them up on YouTube, because that's why I give you shit, because
I see what you're saying.
I know what those people are. I know what they are. I was brought up in that kind of society, so it's like there's nothing new to learn from them.
Mob mentality on a global scale. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
And you know what? If just imagine if we had, hypothetically speaking, other planets in our solar system that were other Earths, right?
Sure.
Now imagine that expanded social media scale.
Oh yeah.
But it is crazy. The armchair warriors who are just, you got people out there who are ready to snap. And I think, quite honestly, when we go back to the YouTube shooter, I almost feel as if, because the internet is going to spawn certain things. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, mass media.
Yeah, it's going to spawn. And this chick, I mean, if you think about it, I forget her name. And when I call her chick, I don't mean anything disparity-wise. But, she's kind of a product of social media. If you
Sure.
just get right down to it, I mean, she wanted those fake internet points. Right now, you know, I don't know how the monetization goes with YouTube, or where you start making money versus where you don't. But
maybe it hit her bank account.
Maybe it hit her bank account, you know, which still does not condone her actions.
No, but you're at the point you're trying to understand motives. She would have to be crazy if the motives are just, I don't like their policies. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
This was a personal vendetta. I think she felt like they were targeting her, even though they're not targeting you.
They took something away from her.
Yeah, something that she valued.
Yeah.
You know, and so again, that doesn't. You know, I'm not advocating her actions.
Yeah.
You know, she made some bad decisions, but a lot of things are decisions.
Yep. A lot of things are. Ooh, you changed. Look at this. I like this now. Not everything is a decision. A lot of things are decisions. This is good. We're making progress.
I could structure my arguments better.
Yeah.
And so that they're not all encompassing and globally sweeping.
I know what you mean for the most part. I just like to challenge it. Because you challenge me on a lot of shit, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about this. Our personalities obviously are very different. He's more of a, you are the embodiment of presence. Like, you're like a fucking cat, where it's just whatever's around you. You're not worried about 10 years from now, for the most part.
10 seconds from now.
Yeah, 10 seconds from now. You're living in the present, where I'm always fucking planning ahead, thinking about tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So it's like we're on very opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to general headspace. I would say, right?
Yeah.
And it being on this one side, I look at you and I'm just like, it's not jealousy, but it's like, God, I could use a few sprinkles of that.
Dollop.
And you sometimes I could tell, like,
I just want the storm.
You want the storm. Yeah, you want the present storm to go away.
Can the wind just die down for a minute?
Yeah, it's weird because I'm mind filled and you're mind full.
Oh, that's good.
That's kind of the way I look at it. So it's interesting, and it reeks in everything that we talk about, especially with these, because you're more, like you said, you're romanticizing things, where a person like me, I don't have fucking time to romanticize. I'm planning the attack 10 days out.
Yeah,
so.
and you're as pragmatic as I consider myself, you're definitely the poster child for pragmatism.
Oh,
I mean, you're definitely,
yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I fall back on, you know, because I think my logic, as it were, would be pragmatic in nature.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
But no, you're spot on. I mean, I'm always just like, hold on, just look at that cloud. Just look at that cloud.
Well, I mean, it's just, there's just sometimes we're fucking driving around, and I know I know other people who are pretty in the present too, but not as much as you are. Like, you're really in the present, and it's where I'm sitting here thinking, like, God, tomorrow's going to suck because I got to do this, and this. And you're just like, God, I just love the fucking shades they have on that building there. I think that's great. They remind me of this, and this. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, I'm sitting here fretting about tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I got shit I need to take care of, man. I got to go to bed early to wake up early tomorrow to do this. And
I'm like, yeah, but that happens then. This is now.
And then I reach those meta moments where I'm just like, I want to just have a head filled with shades that remind me of this, like, just a little bit.
You notice that the way they did the brick on that building, it's like it's giving the whole city of Bloomington the middle finger.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, what the fuck? Like that.
I can't be the only one who ever saw that.
Which one? Oh, the one that's all lit up at the top.
No, it was the
yellow ones.
It was a Hispanic name hotel. It was right across from the old building.
Fauché Tower, Forche or whatever.
No. This is in Bloomington, where the old Alpha building was.
Oh, gotcha.
It was across the La.
Man, I don't know.
Something. It was a Spanish name, but yeah, they had 3 different colored brick structures on the wall, on the side of the wall. But the dark brick was tiered in a way that when you looked at it from afar, it looked like this.
Nice. Maybe that was purposefully done. What was it aimed at?
North.
Fuck the North.
Fuck the North.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Civil War thing. It's just the hatred is gone
or
for that long.
Or Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. The North remembers.
The North never forgets.
It never forgets. That's what it is.
No, the North. No, the North remembers is yours. I would just be the marketing guy. How about the North never forgets?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, let's vote on it.
Let's do some posters.
Yeah. Let's.
Mailers.
Whoever loses dies by dagger. Oh shit.
No, it dies by fluid.
What?
Die by fluid. No,
Death
that's
by
it.
fluid.
Death by fluid. You don't get to find out what kind of fluid. You don't get to find out how fluid.
That's awful because it's not specific enough.
Right, because it could be fluid like Daenerys' brother got.
That was molten metal, right?
That's not a good fluid.
Poured.
Oh, it's a good fluid? Not in that context.
He had it coming, though. That guy was a prick.
He was kind of a dick. An incestuous little prick.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, didn't he sleep with her?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That was like...
in the first season.
Yeah, the books were... you got into that a little bit more in the books than on TV.
Yeah, there's some things that they probably can't put in that show. Most of it's in there, though.
There's a lot that they could have put in the Altered Carbon show.
Oh, boy.
So, but I'm just...
I think this is a good...
Don't want to get off on a rant here.
No, that's all right. We are hitting well beyond time anyway, so we should probably wrap this puppy up.
All right.
Like a nice condom. Just double bag it.
Like our sponsors, Sippy Tippy Nipple Condoms.
Sippy
Tippy Nipple Condoms.
Nipple condoms. So tell our listeners about Sippy Tippy Nipple condoms.
Yeah, Sippy Tippy Nipple Condoms. They're made from organic soy beans.
Which is now on a tariff, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, not the ones from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay,
so... Yeah. But they make them from
Sippy
that, and so they're kind of like the sheepskin ones, but they're made from soy.
Don't be hippie, use Sippy.
You could don't be hippie, use Sippy. Well, but for the hippie in you, you can recycle these.
Sippy nipple,
Sippy Tippy nipple condoms can be recycled.
Very
and
good.
You can actually cook with them.
And what corporation makes these again?
Pietrus.
Pietrus, God, they're in all sorts of
meat pants,
meat
and pants,
That's
bikes.
Right. And household
condoms,
games,
like
a Parker's Brothers or something.
Parker Brothers, yeah. But yeah, they're very very complex and diversified.
Watch out, Bezos! Fucking Pietrus
Games
is coming for you. It's not even, that's not even games though. It's Pietrus.
That's Pietrus the umbrella.
Yeah,
not to be confused with Umbrella Corp.
They're probably behind that too. I think they're going to buy Umbrella Corp out. So
mob mentality on a global scale. Yes, we did comment on that.
We did.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, hey, man, I think we're going to bail.
Ladies and gents.
We're going to go somewhere else and do other things.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
We're going to have to
Abe Lincoln said that.
Abe, no.
Yes, he did.
In the movie, he did.
He did. Did I ever tell you I had a bumper sticker once that said, be excellent to each other, Abe Lincoln.
It's also in your... Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I had that on my car for the longest time. And I remember one day I remember right where it was. I'm at France and York, right? I'm going south, and I'm at the light, and I look in my rearview mirror, and I see Mom. She's laughing and she's pointing, and there's this little 16-year-old snot-nosed little fucker, and he just looks over the dash, and he's like, I could see he's not, but she got it. She understood the bumper sticker. That made my day. That right there, that was worth getting the bumper sticker. And I've gotten a lot more attention from a current bumper sticker, though.
Bemused parent of a
high school dropout. Well, I just got tired of all the proud parent of an honor student. Fuck you and fuck your honor student.
Yep. Gotcha.
I mean, I'm not angry because my kids, weren't necessarily not.
We'll bring us back up here. That was the closed screen, but John got into story mode. That's okay.
I hijacked closing.
That's all right. No, go for it.
No.
That is a good fucking bumper sticker because the honor student bullshit stickers. I'm sorry, it's fucking dumb. That's dumb. You're a prick.
I've come out a couple times to see people taking pictures of it.
I love it.
I don't think it's the FBI.
Well, I mean,
it could be. It'd be a good ruse.
It could be.
But like at this point, if you don't have a picture of my stuff like that, you're kind of late to the game and bad for the party.
And your email signature at work has "be excellent to each other" in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Bill and Ted, big.
That's a big influence for me.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that's a stupid movie, and it's like, no, man, there's depth there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot.
I have to go back and listen to or watch those.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I love the fact that William Sadler played Death in 2. And remember how Death looms over everybody? He's all tall, 7, 8. Yeah,
I barely remember.
He's 7, 8 feet tall. He's really tall. Well, William Sadler is actually very Tom Cruise-y.
Oh, very short.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. So I like the irony there. So sorry to hijack the closing.
No, that's okay.
But I just wanted to share that.
You're living in the present.
A little bit.
I'm planning ahead that, this podcast it's getting a little long. I think we need to shut her down. And you're just like, but the shutters.
I haven't seen Ready Player One yet.
I haven't
We
either.
need to go see that.
We do.
When can we go see that? How about Saturday?
No.
Why?
I can't do it Saturday.
Why?
I can do it because I'm probably going downtown for some fucking person's birthday.
Oh, I would join you, but I'm not going to.
No, here's why I'm kind of down in the dumps about it, because a really good night of fights Saturday night.
Oh.
And I wouldn't mind seeing the fights Saturday night, but
So
I said I would do this.
Wow. So I'm actually
weeks
tier
ago.
3.
Yeah. What?
That would make me tier 3 because I'd just be tier 2 if it's fights. I can live with that. 'Cause fights are going to be tier 1.
Oh,
but it's
I really wanted to go see Ready Player One with
this birthday party
with a
is
friend.
tier 1.
Yeah.
Fights are tier 2.
No.
And I'm fucking relegated.
No,
to tier
I've been
3.
looking forward to these night of fights for
I know, I'm just
probably
fucking with you.
3 months.
Who's fighting?
Well, it was supposed to be Ferguson and Habib, but now it's Habib versus
The dude's got to cut all the weight?
Holloway, yeah.
How much weight does he have to cut, by the way?
No, I don't
No,
know.
because there's like...
He's not admitting it.
No, there's a big story on CNN that he has to cut
The most weight in his
most
career.
weight. Yeah.
He's under 200 pounds now, and he has to cut to 155 by Saturday. He took this fight on 6 days' notice. He was at home playing Fortnite with his kid.
So just out of curiosity, how much do you think he has to cut? If you looked at it, he's under 200 pounds.
30, 20 to 30 would be my guess. 30 at the maximum.
Dude,
20
we're beyond unhealthy.
Yep. It's a lot of water weight. I mean, you can cut 10 to 15 water weight. Not healthily, but healthily.
Yeah,
Not in a healthy
but
way.
30?
Yep.
In China, you have to remove bones to do that.
Yeah,
Thigh bones, like femurs.
it's true. Or you just do the Saddam and just lop a leg off, right?
Did you know that they have a thing where they were making their kids taller?
In China?
Someplace over there in Asia, literally, they would make a cut in the bone,
The fuck is wrong with
and they'd put all the wires on there, and then they'd adjust them every 6 months toward this over time. So it's like your teenage years, your most developmental years, are spent in pain. Your parent, because they're making you taller so that the kids have more options available to them when they grow up. But it's
terrible.
like, I mean, talk about you're okay. So yeah, let's say you're a foot taller.
What options do you have being a foot fucking taller?
I guess over there, I said I think it's the tall people get the good things for some odd reason. I don't know.
Weird.
It's not my. I don't live there.
Yeah.
But now you want to talk about a sad fucking society. Once the stretched become adults.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have no joy. There's no joy. There's no fun.
Well, hopefully they don't do that to their kids.
Their childhood would be gone. Well, hopefully they don't.
You know what I mean? Because they know what that means at that point.
Humanity's a fucked up thing. You know what's going to happen when you die? You're going to step out of the arcade machine,
Hopefully.
and that game you just played was 10 minutes.
Yeah. Hopefully. That'd be great.
And then
I'd fucking step back in and live another one. Why not?
no.
We'll have to save this for another time, but I think we should talk about this.
This would be a very interesting
I really
talk.
do, because I think we're going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Well, maybe I just need a vacation.
Sure.
I want to step out of the machine. Maybe I'm going to go to the beach for a few weeks. Think about this shit. Because you can't tell me fucking Picard, after he came back from that probe, where he lived a lifetime in the probe, that he was like 10 minutes later, he's like, all right, status update. It's like, no, man, you're going to need some time.
That's true. Yeah.
You know?
You would need time.
Unless it's delivered in certain... We could talk about this we should just end.
Yeah, we got to end it now. We've been sitting here 20 minutes past when we needed to shut her down. Because
the llama...
I'll just have to mute his
die.
mic. I'll mute his mic. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
We love you.
A better morrow.
I love you more.
Or in John's case, have
now.
a better next second. And yeah, we'll...
Hope you're better than you were a moment ago.
Wow, well, that's good. Let's end with that. Ladies and gentlemen, bye-bye. We love all of you except you. You know who you are. We don't love you. We like you a lot, though.